Our Lady of Guadalupe, Protectress of the humble, I come before you today with a heart that feels small, a heart that does not always feel strong, a heart that longs for protection. Cover me with your care as you did for the humble of heart. Mother of Guadalupe, you chose humility. You appeared not to the powerful, but to the lowly, not to those who demanded proof, but to one who trusted quietly. Teach me the strength of humility. You reminded Juan Diego that he mattered, that his voice was heard, that his simplicity was not a weakness. Teach me to believe that humility draws God close. There are moments when I feel overlooked, when my efforts feel unseen, when my voice feels small. Our Lady of Guadalupe, protect my heart from discouragement. Mother Mary, teach me to stand without pride, to speak without fear, to trust without needing recognition. Teach me the quiet confidence of the humble. Sometimes I try to appear stronger than I feel. I hide my vulnerability. I fear being misunderstood. Our Lady of Guadalupe, teach me that humility is not hiding. It is trusting God openly. You protected the humble with gentleness. You lifted them without shaming them. You reassured them without diminishing them. Teach me to rest in your protection. Mother of the lowly, help me trust God when I feel small, when I lack answers, when I lack certainty. Teach me that God works powerfully through humility. There are situations where I feel powerless, where outcomes are beyond my control, where I must rely on faith alone. Mary, protect me in these moments. Help me believe that humility opens the door to grace, that surrender invites strength, that trust allows God to act. Teach me to surrender without fear. Mother of Guadalupe, guard my heart from pride and from despair, from comparison, from self-doubt. Help me remain grounded in who I am before God. You remind me that God does not overlook the humble. He draws near. He listens. He responds with love. Help me trust in His attention. Mary, teach me to walk humbly in my daily life, in my choices, in my relationships, in my prayers. Help me rely on God instead of myself. When I am tempted to measure my worth by success or approval, Our Lady of Guadalupe, remind me that my worth comes from God alone. Protectress of the humble, help me accept help without shame. Help me ask without fear. Help me trust without needing control. You covered the humble with reassurance. You spoke peace into uncertainty. You offered protection through love. Teach me to rest in this covering. Mary, walk with me as this prayer continues. Shield my heart. Calm my fears. Prepare me to trust God more deeply through humility. I place my weakness before God. I place my need for protection before God. Through you, Our Lady of Guadalupe, help me trust His care. Protectress of the humble, remain close to me. Teach me to live with quiet faith, to trust with a humble heart, to rest under God's protection. Our Lady of Guadalupe, Protectress of the humble, as this prayer continues, I place myself under your care, not relying on my own strength, but trusting your gentle protection. Teach me to remain small before God. You remind me that humility creates space for grace, that those who lower themselves are lifted by God, that trust opens doors no force can open. Teach me to trust this way. There are times when I feel exposed, when humility feels risky, when I fear being taken advantage of. Our Lady of Guadalupe, protect my heart as I choose humility. Mother Mary, help me remain grounded when recognition is absent, when my efforts go unnoticed, when my faith is quiet. Teach me to find security in God alone. You protected Juan Diego by speaking reassurance, by calming his fear, by affirming his worth. Teach me to receive reassurance without doubt. Sometimes I struggle to believe I am enough. I compare myself. I question my value. Mary, protect me from these thoughts. Teach me to rest in God's affirmation. You show me that humility is not self-rejection. It is self-acceptance rooted in God's love. Teach me to accept myself as God sees me. Mother of Guadalupe, help me trust God when humility feels uncomfortable, when surrender feels vulnerable. When faith requires letting go, protect me in these moments. There are decisions that ask for courage without pride, choices that require trust without control. Mary, guide me gently. Help me choose humility with confidence. You remind me that God defends the humble, that He stands with them, that He honors trust. Teach me to rely on God as my defender. Mother Mary, protect me from discouragement when progress feels slow, from frustration when results are unseen, from fear when outcomes are uncertain. Help me remain steady. You teach me that humility listens before speaking, waits before acting, trusts before demanding. Teach me patience rooted in faith. When I am tempted to prove myself, to assert control, to protect my pride, Our Lady of Guadalupe, soften my heart. Teach me restraint. Help me believe that humility draws protection, that God watches closely over the lowly, that grace surrounds those who trust Him. Mother of the humble, help me extend protection to others, to those who feel small, to those who feel unheard, to those who struggle quietly. Teach me compassion born from humility. You remind me that humility connects hearts, that gentleness builds trust, that love covers weakness. Teach me to live from this truth. Mary, walk with me as this prayer deepens. Cover my spirit, steady my thoughts, prepare my heart to trust God more fully. I place my insecurities before God. I place my comparisons before God. I place my desire for protection before God. Through you, Our Lady of Guadalupe, help me trust His defense. Protectress of the humble, remain near. Teach me to move through life with quiet trust, with gentle strength, with a heart secure in God. Our Lady of Guadalupe, Protectress of the humble, as this prayer reaches its final moments, I rest under your protection, not because I feel strong, but because God is faithful. Teach me to remain humble without fear. You remind me that humility does not leave us unguarded. It places us under God's care. It allows His strength to work on our behalf. Teach me to trust this covering. Mother of Guadalupe, you protected the humble by drawing God close to them. You reassured them that they were not alone. You defended their dignity with love. Help me believe that I too am protected. There are moments when humility feels misunderstood, when kindness feels overlooked, when quiet faith feels unnoticed. Mary, protect my heart from bitterness. Help me remain gentle. Help me trust that God sees what others miss, that He honors faithfulness, that He defends those who rely on Him. Teach me to rest in His justice. Mother Mary, help me release the need to prove myself, the need to compare, the need to control outcomes. Teach me freedom through humility. You show me that the humble are never forgotten, that God walks closely with them, that grace surrounds them. Help me believe that I am safe in His care. When I feel tempted to harden my heart for self-protection, Our Lady of Guadalupe, soften me again. Remind me that love is my strength. Protectress of the humble, help me walk through life with quiet confidence, not drawing attention to myself, but trusting God to lead. Help me choose humility with peace. Mary, teach me to trust God with my vulnerability, with my unanswered prayers, with my quiet hopes. Help me believe that He protects what is surrendered. As I return to my day, let humility guide my actions. Let trust shape my responses. Let faith anchor my heart when uncertainty arises. Mother of Guadalupe, help me remain close to God. Help me listen more than I speak. Help me trust more than I strive. I place my life before God. I place my weakness before God. I place my trust before God. Through you, Our Lady of Guadalupe, I rest in His protection. Protectress of the humble, thank you for your nearness. Thank you for your reassurance. Thank you for reminding me that God watches over the lowly. With a peaceful heart, with trust renewed, and with humility anchored in God, I place myself in His care. Amen.